All right, Cancer, it's your turn. You're up for your weekly reading. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you are coming back to see the channel again, I really appreciate your support and welcome back. If this is your first time finding me, I hope that you find something here to be helpful. I am here just simply to pass along the messages, whatever spirit gives me. So, yeah. If you like the video or you want to come back and join me, I do upload about once a week. I would love to have you join the community. And with all of that said, we are just going to get out some oracles. I've got 4 different oracle cards, decks. I'm going to get 1 card from each that'll create the overall message, and then we will throw down tarot. I will clarify it, and if you hang with me to the end, Cancer, I'm actually getting a message from Spirit. We're going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I'm going to read out of the book, and so we are going to get going because that usually takes me a good half an hour to do the reading. So, Spirits, Guardians, and Angels. Let's go ahead and get the overall message for the Cancer Collective. What would you like me to convey to Cancer at this time? And this is the Moonology Manifestation Oracle by Yasmin Boland. Spirit, let's get 1 message from the Moonology Manifestation. How did you guys like the full moon yesterday in Libra? Let me know. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what happened. If you had any kind of intense relationship dynamics kind of happen here in the last 24, 48 hours maybe. Okay, well, we are not wanting to have anything pop out of this deck. Spirits, guides, and angels, can we get a message for the Cancer Collective, please? Okay, there we go. And we're going to also get one from the Divine Beloved deck by Tasha Silver. Let's get one for the Cancer Collective. What is the message for the sign of Cancer? What is the overall message for the sign of Cancer? Okay, and then here we've got, you'll see this big stack. This is the Rose Oracle and the Starseed Oracle, both by Rebecca Campbell. I have been playing around with these combined into this big tall stack that you see. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get 1 of these for your overall message, Cancer. Kind of difficult to shuffle. All right, let's get 1 message for the Cancer Collective. Spirit, what would you like me to convey to Cancer at this time? Perfect. And last but not least, I want to invite Archangel Metatron to come in. We're going to use his Oracle deck by Amanda Ellis. Archangel Metatron, welcome to the reading. Please let us know what you'd like to convey to the Cancer Collective for the reading today. What would you like me to let the Cancers know? Okay. So, let's see what we got here. We got a new moon in Scorpio. The message is go deeper. Okay. And then we got uncertainty, let me deeply trust. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place at the right time and not a moment before. So, yeah, it's about being there's unknown, right? There are certainly things that are going to unfold however they're going to unfold. And sometimes we kind of have to just move forward in faith, right? With trust, knowing that everything is going to work out to our benefit. To keep going, go deeper, right? Be bold, be unafraid is also a message I would get off of this. And then we got Whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. So Cancer, I feel like this is a call for you to trust that there's some kind of an idea that one or many of you may be having, and you've kind of been holding back on it. It's some kind of an inspiration through so some kind of way that you create. So whether it is through, like painting or writing, making music, just anything, baking, right? Cooking, something that you feel passionate about. I feel like you're being called to move deeper into it, to really allow that passion and those ideas to sort of bubble up from deep within you, to move forward with that thing, whatever that thing is that, the idea that's been kind of like coming up, like when it comes to be bold and assertive, that idea, that inspiration is coming up for particular reasons. So I feel like there's something about, it's like tied in with your specific purpose, with if nothing else, then it's like what you're meant to express. There's this fear sometimes that we have in expressing and vocalizing, in allowing those intuitions to sort of bubble up from the deep, right? And Cancer, you're being challenged, I feel like, at this moment to sort of relax into it, right? To allow it to come up, to trust, and to participate in it somehow, to express it. Yeah, it says here to channel. Like some of you may be tapping into some kind of a gift. You may be given some kind of a gift, and you may feel hesitant to express it, but Spirit is saying, no, don't. This is for a reason. This is what you're meant to do. And then we got card 52, priorities, building blocks for life. I actually don't know what this card means, so I'm going to just check it out I'm not sure. There's not even a lot to look at. Priorities, building blocks for life. I mean, maybe making your creativity a priority. I mean, that could be what it's talking about, but I do want to just quickly look and see. The angels are offering their support, assistance, and time. Metatron brings your attention today to your priorities. Maybe they're unbalanced. Maybe you've spent too long on one thing at the expense of another. Maybe you've spread yourself too thin by overcommitting and running yourself ragged. Stop for a moment and think about what is really important now, what needs doing today, and what can wait until tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, I guess it is. It's just about I feel like the message here is to prioritize your creativity, to prioritize your ideas and your inspiration. I feel like there's a strong message here about Cancer not pushing that stuff down. Pay attention to whatever is coming up right now. I feel like there's this really urgent actual message in this about, go deeper, and take what is coming up. I mean, you don't have to, right? But if you feel like this message is resonating with you, like if there's something that you've been waiting to do, but you've kind of like been waffling, you're on the fence, you're not sure, that's kind of like the divine feminine energy, right, that like receives the inspiration that we get from Spirit. Like if you have this idea in your head, or this, like you wake up from a dream even, or it can be in any format, or you get a sign, or like a remembrance even that comes in, right, Cancer, and it's like you just, every time it comes in, and it's like it's coming several times at this point, right, and you're like, No, you push it away and you ignore it and you don't pay attention to it, right? But it keeps coming back. So if you're wondering, like, what could I mean by all of this? It's like something that's like, it's like maybe even since childhood, right? Even like for all of your life, periodically you'll get this little like nagging sensation. It's just this thing that keeps coming back. It's like, oh, I just thought that was a silly dream that I had when I was 12 or something, right? Like, no, no. I feel like the message that Spirit's trying to convey, there's got to be a handful of cancers out there right now that are literally grappling with, like, there's something like that's coming through. It's almost like being channeled through you. There's a message that you're getting, and it's quite strong. And many of you are like, you know, not necessarily taking it seriously or kind of procrastinating, maybe just pushing it off to the side, like, oh, well, maybe, but not today. I feel like the message is, Metatron is saying, like, take a look at your priorities, take a look at, what you're focusing your energy and time in, because I feel like what you're missing at this time is that there's something else that Spirit is trying to send to you. I feel like you're like, they're trying to get your attention to tell you, Cancer, that there's something that you're meant to create, and it's important. Like, it's actually part of your life path, and that it says building blocks for life. Like, you see the angel wings, right? Like, this is literally like what you're meant to be doing, Cancer. And so you're being asked to take a look at that. So pretty strong message right there from Spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Crow Tarot. I'm going to throw down a message and see how we want to expand on whatever this like uncertain messages, or this uncertain priority that Spirit wants you to hear this message. So Spirits, Guides, and Angels, like, Judgment just flew right out of the deck. Yeah, and the Nine of Swords. So Cancer, this is definitely something that some of you are, it's really making you nervous. Yeah, you're getting this, look at Ace of Swords. You're getting this truth and clarity next to the Ace of Wands. I mean, this is a judgment. This is, there's something that's been with you, some of you, your whole entire lifetime. This is like an inspiration that's coming in. You've been given some kind of a vision or some kind of a communication. You have an idea, and it leaves you in a space of uncertainty. And the message from the divine is, let me deeply trust. You are being asked to trust in this. It's like this inner knowing, this inner, like, you're being spurred on to make a judgment call. There's transformation here. There's like an old calling or an old dream or something that's like being rebirthed with inside of you, Cancer. It's quite deep. Look at, go deeper, because this is meant to be part of your life path. It's quite significant. I mean, it says ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, and channel. There's something that Spirit is trying to communicate to you about what you're meant to be doing. It's crazy. We're gonna dig. Don't worry, we'll get underneath this and try to, oh my God, 3 aces in a row. Very strong message, Cancer. This is your cup is overflowing, and this is, water, right? This is your modality. you're being very divinely inspired and very guided at this time. So don't let your anxiety and your thoughts keep you, hinder you, right? There is going to need to be a certain amount of trust and releasing the control. It's your judgment, though. It's your call. It's your choice. But 3 aces in a row. Okay, and then, yeah, 4 of Pentacles, right? So you are being encouraged to look at, like, what are you afraid of? What are you fearing in this situation? What are you holding back? Okay, what needs to be released? There's something brand new that wants to come up, that wants to come through you, and this could actually lead to a change in your financial status, right? But there's a process here. There's you're just at the very beginning of this process of acknowledging, of receiving whatever the message is, whatever this means for you. So let's see if we can find out a little bit more. Spirit, let's see if we can get Cancer more information about what this Whispers of Mother Earth. May I live in the now and relax peacefully into the unfolding, knowing all the pieces of the puzzle will fall into place. Let's find out, what is this Judgment trying to tell us? The Chariot, the Hermit, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I do feel like this Hermit is definitely going within and using and connecting to your inner guidance, right? This is that wisdom. So there is something that you already know, right? You've already started to, like, get this intuitive idea about what this means for you. And here's your card, the Chariot, right? So it allows you to know that you are maneuvering towards this Queen of Pentacles, which again it's like this very grounded, it's like the whispers of Mother Earth, right? It's like understanding, it's like moving towards, like, how are you going to create value for yourself? Like, how are you going to step into and move towards this, right? So it is financial abundance. It is also creativity, and it's also moving towards you becoming like this queen, right? So it's like you stepping into, like, this very divine feminine role, you allowing this receiving, understanding, like who you're meant to be, like, what is your value, what do you have to create and to bring. Queens create things in the physical, right? And it's like you're moving in this very decided direction, if you choose to, right? Part of you is being called, but ultimately you have to make the decision to move towards this. But it is an opportunity for you to really enjoy and, like, really go into the flow of your existence, instead of staying perhaps in a place where you don't really feel fulfilled. You don't really feel like the world is getting the best version of you, right? It doesn't give you, an opportunity to really tap into your gifts and to shine and to be able to, like, to really express who you are, right? Who you're meant to be. This is about you really moving towards that inspiration, right? It's very inspirational. So let's talk about this 9 of Swords. What is this Nine of Swords exactly? Okay, so yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. It's definitely going to take some work, right? It's a work in progress. There's a lot of emotion tied up with who you have been, the masks and the roles, and the learning that you've had up to this point of your life. There are a lot of emotions that we get attached to, right? Like when we put a lot of like effort and time into, I don't know, let's say, you know, you spent the last 10 or 20 years building a life for yourself, okay? And you know, maybe you identify, you know, you're a mother, a daughter, a sister, right? Maybe you're a student, a professional. Maybe you have, you're in charge of the PTA, you know, you're at church or in your community, or, you know what I mean? Like you have many hats that you wear, and you have a trajectory and a life path that you've been on. And maybe you're married, or maybe you're divorced, or maybe you're young, or maybe you're old, whatever it is. But all of us get to this place where it's like the idea of walking away from something that we've had, you know, that we've invested a lot of time in, because all of a sudden we're being inspired to go do something completely like 180 degrees different, right? It's very jarring. It's very frightening, you know, because the truth is that, you know, it's a big choice. It's judgment. It's a major transition. It takes a lot of self-inquiry. It takes a lot of self-inquiry to go inside and to like not only see our value, but to really like grab a hold of it and to believe it, to believe that, yes, we are that valuable, that, yes, we need to put our visions and our inspirations, we need to make ourselves, you know, first in our own lives, right? Like when we are made aware, I guess, of where it is that we're needing to go in this life, it can be very, very difficult to just walk away like that, right? So I think that's the message I'm getting from that. And there's a tempering, right? So there's a blending, there's a balancing that has to go on. Let's talk about this Ace of Swords. Very major energy. Yep. You got the Fool 2.0. In this deck, there's two Fool cards. So yeah, this is like when the call comes, it's you being ready to take the leap of faith. Simply, right? It's a pretty simple message. It's like the sword of truth comes in, the inner knowing. You've been made aware that, you know, this is your divine blessing, that this is where, this is like, you align with this. This isn't anything, like nobody has to sell you on this. Like you're finally like one day, like, you know what? I am not living my best life unless I do this, and you're compelled to do it. You're compelled to do it. Anything else on this Ace of Swords? Yep. This is the Emperor. So this may be something where like, you're the one who, and it's the number 4 card, right? So this is you being a leader. This is you sort of like this is your game. This is your creativity. This is your project. So you're the leader of this. You're the orchestrator. You're the director. You're the creator. This is you and spirit. Okay. Coming together. This is you sort of releasing the need to control and allowing what's coming in to come in. Okay, it's just having the faith to take the jump and to release the need to hold on so tightly, which we see underneath here, this Four of Pentacles. So I can already see where the message is fleshing out. Let's talk a little bit about the Ace of Wands. Yep, you've got strength. So it's a very strong message. This is not like, and the Six of Wands, right? So this talks about, this is all that kind of like Leo sort of energy, right? Like it's definitely going to lead you to a place where you can shine your light out into the world, where you will be recognized, you'll be successful. But, you know, more importantly, it's within yourself. It's going to really boost your confidence. It's going to allow you to step into your authority. It's going to allow you to express yourself, some of you for the first time ever. I mean, it's really quite an expansive opportunity, Cancer. And then Ace of Cups. I mean, the Three of Swords just popped out. So for many of you, it's going to be very like healing and releasing. Yeah, the Four of Wands. So from the Three of Swords to the Four of Wands, I mean, it really is about like restoring this belief in yourself and this love of this, like, it's like rejuvenating. It's like you wake up and you're just like, you know, I really like, I have a new lease on life. I love my life, right? It's like I no longer am stuck in this old mentality where it's like I used to get up and I used to just really be resentful of like all of these things that I had to do because I thought I had to do them. And it's like letting go of all of that and moving into some place where you're just so excited and so full of like every day when you wake up, right? You're just, it's that gratitude. It's that new lease on life, that sort of a feeling. And life is meant to be a celebration. We're meant to love our lives. We're meant to find joy, inspiration in our life. I mean, it's pure, right? It's like why we're here. And so finally we have this Four of Pentacles. Yep, Three of Cups. It's like the Empress. Oh my goodness. Let's get one more. This is amazing. 3 and 3. Yep. Beautiful. And the Nine of Cups and the Star. I mean, this is like meeting new people along the journey, people who are going to align with you in your vision. They're going to be attracted to you because you're going to be in this brand new, like harmonious space within yourself. You're stepping into the Empress energy, which I always tie up to this Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're birthing this new identity for yourself, this new upgraded version of yourself. You understand your worth and you've transformed all the butterflies, right? You've transformed into this Empress, right? There's been a rejuvenation and a healing. This is the Nine of Cups and the Star. This is like wishing upon a star and finding a wish fulfillment, right? This is a healing. This is divine guidance. This is everything when you follow your bliss, when you tap in to what source is trying to give you, when the divine spoke to you and you actually did have the faith, you were faithful, and you believed, right? That, even when you were uncertain, right? You were willing to dive off the cliff anyway because you deeply trusted and you understood that you could relax peacefully, and you knew that all the pieces of the puzzle would fall into place. And so this is kind of what this is the message right now, is there's something really beautiful that's meant for you. And the decision is coming up now. So if this resonates with you, Cancer, just know that you are ready to take the leap. Know that spirit wants you to know that this is exactly where you're destined to go. And that at the end of the day, it's going to bring you into a place that that you're meant to be, like the success and the joy, the happiness, the accolades, right? The self-confidence. What would it be like to just feel complete and whole within yourself every single morning when you woke up? This lust for life, this beautiful gratitude, this wholeness, right? This releasing of this old energy and the stepping into what is possible, right? So there's something like that going on here. So Cancer, I just want to go ahead and we're going to shuffle the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I'm going to get one of these from Spirit and I'll read from the book, and that will be the end of our reading today. So let's find out, spirits, guides, and angels, what is the message that you would like to give to the Cancer Collective? What for the Cancer Collective, Spirit? Okay, I'm just going to take the top one. We got the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, card 24. So let me get out the book and we will read the Galactic Mushroom. The Divine Matrix, the intricate complexity of life. You might have been thinking and acting like you are the only one in the dream creating your life. The Galactic Mushroom arrives as a playful yet potent reminder that you need to get with your higher power. The universal laws are not for your benefit only. The law of attraction does not exist just to serve up your desired outcome. The matrix of consciousness, called Source or God's Spirit and many other names, is intricately woven into life. There is so much complexity that the human mind cannot comprehend all the moving parts. It is impossible to see beyond what you already know. Just as the head of a mushroom is clearly visible above the soil, but not the living biome below. The thread-like mycelium of fungi form vast, intricate networks underground, connecting different life forms with one another in a kind of internet of the plant kingdom. Imagine the divine matrix serving the same way, connecting the individual consciousness with that of the divine. The galactic mushroom reminds you that your dreams and desires are heard. This is a call for faith and trust. Whatever intention you hold consistently with hope and faith first manifests in the unseen realms. Whether or not you can see it working on your behalf, eventually you see the evidence play out in the serendipitous events that work in your favor, seemingly outside of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. And that is exactly right, Cancer. Whatever it is that you're being asked to step into, not only is it for your highest good, but it also impacts for the rest of humanity. So when you're happy, the world is happy. And when you step into your gifts, then you can encourage others to step into theirs and be a light for others. So it's a really nice message. And so I hope that you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And until then, take care.